Sunday evening, Glock hit 6. DC Wolf grabbed the mic, spit them Auburn tricks. War Eagle chant echo through the mix. On that YouTube channel, Golf Sports, get your fix. Huddle up, game day replays. Highlights on deck, watch them Tigers amaze. From the field to the court, stories that blaze. DC Wolf's got the scoop, so tune in, press play. Huddle up, game day replays. Highlights on deck, watch them Tigers amaze. From the field to the court, stories that blaze. DC Wolf's got the scoop, so tune in, press play. Auburn Addicts, every move, every play. DC Wolf got the news, best believe what he say. Sunday evening 6, catch the live display. War Eagle in the house, show him the way. Recaps and stats, breakdown so neat. From the fans in the stands to the players in cleats. Orange and blue, we never face defeat. Sunday night swag can't be beat. DC Wolf, he's the GOAT, no debate. All the big plays, in on tape. From Toomer's Corner to Jordan Carrier Gate. Auburn reigns supreme, checkmate. Got the interviews, got the insider's view. When it's Sunday at 6, Wolf's gon' come through. For the fans and the fam, it's a Bama coup. Smashing that subscribe, Wolf's crew grew. Smashing that subscribe, Wolf's crew grew.
Smashing that subscribe, Wolf's crew grew. What's up? What's up? Welcome in to Auburn Addicts, man. AKA, have you heard? I got my man, the man you love to hear, the man whose takes are phenomenal, Nick Frazier. Water Cooler Talk Sports, ladies and gentlemen. My guy, what's up, Nick? Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
How are you all doing? This is another day. It's great to be here, guys. It's great to be here. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling?
Hey man, glad to be here. Glad to be here. Glad to be here, man. TJ in the house, man. What's going on? TJ, what's going on with you, man? Love to have you here, man. Let's get to it, man. We're not gonna delay this thing. Let's get to it. All right, man. Show today. We're gonna get to you guys. We're gonna talk to some recruiting. NIL. Is it hate? Got some questions for you, Nick. I want to talk to you about, we're going into Nike this year. I want to talk to some uniform stuff, man. Interesting comments on that. And we're going to take you to the running back room, man. We got to clarify this running back room. Who's in, who's out, man. And then we're going to rate the running back room for Auburn football. All right, Nick. Let's talk some recruiting, brother.
All right.
All right, here we go. Football in the portal, of course, we're number 8. That's a recap. Basketball, number 7 in the portal. Basketball, number 14 overall in high school recruiting. And the number that stands out is we're number 33 in high school recruiting, Nick. We are sliding. We were 32 last week, so we're going backwards.
Yeah, man.
I talked to Tite about this. He's an Alabama fan. Do a show with him on Wednesday's Iron Bowl debate. Alabama's like number in the 40s. He doesn't seem to be concerned. I don't know why, but
it's
not concerned. Go ahead, Nick. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, no, man. It's like I said last week. It's a little concerning on my end. I mean, because when you just look at the past 2 years, Auburn was in the top 15, top 12, if I'm not mistaken, in recruiting at this time last year, something like that. Maybe top 20. Top 20, they were definitely top 20. But when you start seeing guys like, Darian Morgan, who's planning to commit in July, Xavier Crowell has stated he's gonna make his commitment in June. Travis Burgess, who committed to North Carolina,
hey, we count on him, bro.
Who was always anybody you ever asked up until probably about 2 weeks ago was saying he was an Auburn lean.
Yep.
When you see that happening, and you see that going on, man, I tell you, it doesn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It doesn't feel good. You know, it feels like, I don't know. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like, man, right now, and it's just optics. It just doesn't seem like we have the momentum that we've normally been having during recruiting for the past 2 years, man. It was just like this ramp up, and it just doesn't seem like we have the same recruiting momentum, man. So on that, man, let's go to, and man, welcome into Auburn News Today, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Got Nick Frazier from Water Cooler Talk Sports, and I am DC Wolf, Auburn Addicts TV. All right, Nick. Well, that's your question, man. Charles Barkley. I don't know. Have you heard his comments? His recent comments.
I think I know you going.
He was like, okay, first of all, he was like, if Auburn thinks, what I'm saying, I'm gonna be giving millions of dollars every year to make the football team, basketball team good. He was like, that's stupid. Okay. And we'll talk about this another time, maybe. What was funny about the comment, he was like, no one has given more money to Auburn than me, legally or illegally.
Or illegally, yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
But having said that, Charles Barkley sounds like he has NIL giving fatigue. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't count that as, him hating on NIL. It's just like, okay, man, and you just like, y'all turn my pockets inside out. Now, Hugh Freeze, on the other hand. Okay, this is, and I had to make sure I was reading this correctly. So I let Slazer read it, and then I'm going to read it to make sure it's saying what it says. And this is 24/7 as far as Hugh Freeze is concerned, with him talking about NIL. I don't know. I don't know if you ever heard. It's great because this is Have You Heard? Check this out, Nick. Hugh Freeze said, I made it easier on myself. Freeze said in a one-on-one interview with Auburn Undercover, I got totally out of the money stuff. It was killing me. Listen to this.
Okay.
This is Have You Heard? I don't know why this is not buzzing. And shout outs to 247. He says, I got totally out of the money stuff. So he's backing out of the money and letting the general manager just do the negotiation. He said it was killing me. Next statement, he says, I was going to leave. He said, I looked at them different when they were lined up to come in here, and that's all they wanted to talk about. It affected my mindset. That's not what coaching is to me. God is my witness. I will let Will Redmond, who's our general manager, and his people do all of that now. They will ask me, how bad do you want them? And like that, but I don't talk about the money. Have you heard, ladies? Yeah, this is what we do on Sunday, Dick.
Okay, so wait. Let me get this straight.
Okay, I'm gonna let you digest that a little bit. Well, go ahead. I'm gonna let you. Let me catch up the comments. I'm just digest that, and I'm gonna make sure everybody's in the same room. Huggy's in. What's up, Huggy, man? Rooster Mac is in. Bubba and the old men wake me up in September in terms of his high school recruiting, coming off 11 wins in 2 years. This was bound to happen. Got to show something on the field. And Huggy says, what's happening, fellas? What's up, Huggy, Bubba? Everything. All right, Nick, go.
Yeah, to that, yeah, he was going to leave.
Man,
what he said.
That's what I read it verbatim. So I read it, and then I got somebody else to read it, and now I'm reading it to you. I'm like, why is nobody not talking about this, man? This but go ahead.
When did hold on. When did that interview come out?
Yeah.
When did the interview? Because this is low-key my first time hearing about this.
I know, man. I'm surprised. I'm pulling up. This is like we're doing this in real time. So, freeze up those. Thanks.
You said it was two. You said it was 247.
Okay,
right?
This is Philip Marshall.
Okay,
247. Go look it up. Full credit. Philip Marshall 247. This came out May 21st at 4:49 a.m. That's when he published it. So that's May 21st.
Wednesday.
Yeah, this is Philip Marshall 247. So y'all go read the whole article. Full credit to Mr. Marshall, man. Check him out, 247. But I was just shocked. No one is
247 Auburn Undercover, right?
Auburn Undercover 247. Philip Marshall. May 21st. Nick, like, bro, you're like, bro, I can't even believe it. I gotta go see it for myself.
Yeah, I'm trying to log in right now to read to find the article myself because I'm literally logging in right now to see if it's still up there.
All right, man. While he's digesting this, I'm glad, man. This is awesome. This is awesome. Auburn News Today. Have you heard? Has stumped Nick Frazier. Let's go. He said, I can't believe Hugh Freeze, man. Seahawks says War Eagle fam. And Nick is checking to see if it's in, context or if it's in text as my man, I can't think of my name, quarterback for Tennessee. No, Texas Longhorns. Vince Young. See if it's in text. You got it, Nick?
Nah, I'm still trying to find it. What's the actual article name?
The article name is Changing Times, Freeze leaves the money talk to others. That's a Philip Marshall article. In Changing Times, Freeze leaves the money talk to others. It's kind of like, man, you're going to have to go back a little bit because, articles come out all the time. You know what I mean? So, we got my man and my guys in here speaking to each other. And I'm bringing this up because, man, I'm trying to figure out, man, are we going into an era where, people are like just hating NIL? You know what I'm saying? And it's some people, like the players are getting a lot of flack because of NIL. I had a encounter with a high school coach on X over this whole thing because I put out when Kirby Smart was talking about NIL and it sounded like he was railing on it. And my take was, man, these coaches are getting their market value. But it seems like when it comes to the players getting their market value, it seems like the coaches are kind of like got some hate going on. When Nick Saban then was breaking these money barriers as far as coaches was concerned, you didn't hear the coaches saying, hey, let's not do this. This is not a good thing for college football, bro. They will get in their full market value, and it still are. Now, I agree with Hugh Freeze when Hugh Freeze says the difference between this and coaches is that coaches are bound to contract, and if he leaves, somebody will owe somebody some money. So I agree with that. But it seems like the venom and the hate the coaches have toward the players as far as just the money part, I don't understand, dude, because y'all are getting y'all market value. When y'all getting y'all market value, I don't see anybody trying to go. I didn't see the coaches and their agents going to Congress trying to cap coaches' salary. I didn't see it. So in that way, I don't understand it. Now, is it making their job harder? Yes. It may be making their job harder, but I didn't see them complaining when it was making it harder for the schools to retain coaches because they were getting higher salaries. That's the only part and nuance that I don't get. And people do it in life all the time. It's kind of like people will get their market value or get something out of a system and they prosper, then they want to pull the ladder up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think the players should get any flack, man, for getting their market value. No one is going to Congress on me for getting my market value in what I'm doing, not getting, and capping my market value. But it seems like with these players in NIL, it's just like this venom toward them because, bro, they're getting what the market is affording them. You know what I'm saying? That's the only part I don't get. But as a fan, is it frustrating? Yes, it is frustrating, dude, as a fan, because it's just like the money part is frustrating, but we weren't hearing anybody holler about being a college purist when the coaches are getting their money. I don't understand, but go ahead, Nick. You had time to kind of
I found the article and I haven't read it in totality to get the full context and in depth of what was said, but just from looking at some of the stuff, basically saying vultures are what did I read? Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Vultures circling overhead, NIL and value of contracts, and agents are bad players. It just seems as if they just trying to find a way to just blame the system and the market for what's going on in college football for making their job hard. And to your point, I was listening to what you were saying while I was trying to peruse. Use one of those dictionary words. Peruse this article. Yeah, when nobody wasn't nobody complaining when like you said, when Hugh Freeze, but when Nick Saban was making $9-10 million a year,
Mm-hmm.
nobody complaining about that then,
Mm-hmm.
and players weren't getting their market value. Now that
Mm-hmm.
now that it is not under the table, and now that it is above the table, it's a problem now. That's what it is. It's a problem now that is now above the table, and now that a system and this gets, and you know what, this gets into a very a society and sports issue. I'm reading the textbook now, and they talk about the Great Sportsman by Dr. J. Coakley, and basically saying in its purest form, sport is already how it's supposed to be, so it should not have to be studied. And I have a very strong disbelief in that, because this is very simple. It's a very simple mindset to think of when you think of the Great Sportsman. Because it's just very simple and simplistic, and it has blind spots all the way around. But when you look at this, when you look at what potentially, like what's going on now in college football, and you see exactly how for years institutions have been able to profit off of the back of players, but then want to use the old adage of, well, we're giving them scholarships, we're giving them education and things, stuff like that. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but how much money did you profit off of there, where you got rich, where your family got rich, where the school got rich, and things and stuff like that? Like I have a problem with that. And now I sit here and I look at it and I say, coaches now are going to have to earn every bit of money that they're getting from these schools, because back then it was just, hey, I made it to the national championship, more times than the other coach. Now I deserve to get that money. Now you're gonna actually understand and see what it feels like to be, an NFL GM, like what NFL GMs have to go through. Why the salary that they get, they earn it every year. And why some GMs, why when you look at NFL GMs and you look at them and you like, man, they are always in competition. They are always in the conversation of having the best teams. You look at Howie Roseman right now with the Philadelphia Eagles, and you sit there and you look and see what he does, and you see exactly how he gets draft picks, how he acquires draft picks, how he acquires players and builds a team around. And he has to do that almost every year when it comes to the draft. You know what I'm saying? Even though you got guys on contracts and stuff like that, but you still have guys that have expiring contracts and things like that, where you have to move guys around and make those decisions. Now, coaches and these GMs, because they work together, they're gonna have to understand and figure out and see exactly what it means to earn money now. That's really what it is. To me, it just seems like they don't want to work for what they get, because the old adage is sports was never supposed to be something that you were supposed to go out and make this much money for. It was always extracurricular activity. But now, because now so much has been poured into it, and now there is an investment in it. Now people want to see something that actually matters. So now going 8-5, 7-5, it ain't gonna cut it no more. You getting paid $6-7 million a year. So now, guess what? You got to go out there and work for it, my guy. You got to do it. You got now you got to do it. Now you got to convince some people to come in there. Now with the money in there, now it's an even playing field of the halves of the teams where these top recruits are going to go, and where these guys in the transfer portal are. There's an even playing field because the money's almost the same. So now how you gonna sell yourself? What's gonna make yourself different from the next team? What's gonna make Auburn different from Georgia? What's gonna make Auburn different from Alabama? What's gonna make Auburn different from Michigan and Ohio State? What's gonna make Auburn different from USC? Because USC is still a brand, in my opinion. What's gonna make you different from them? You can't just say I'm in the SEC now. You can't just say that. You got to show it. And so I just feel like when I hear coaches talking about this, and I hear coaches complaining, because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like complaining. Bro, you have bro, you making $6, $7, $8 million a year, and you complaining about it, bro. Come on, man. And all you got to do is go out there and win games. When you got guys out here that's working on offshore, gone for 2-3 months, 2-3 weeks at a time. And then some of them, like, come on, bro. Like, what you doing is compared to what a real job is, what most people would say. Man, bro, stop complaining, bro.
I just don't get it. And tell me and show me the coach. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I get the frustration. Like I said, to recap, as fans, I understand the frustration. because it is frustrating. I understand the frustration from coaches. I understand that, but I have to kind of recalibrate myself and thinking that, all of this really is like for me. I want my team on NCAA to be good. Exactly. I want to brag. I want on Wednesday to brag to type that my team is winning. You know what I'm saying? Coaches want to win to get a championship, to build their legacy. You know what I'm saying? Coaches want to win a national championship, get in the playoffs to build their legacy. So it's like this selfish thing, but then now is the players trying to get something to build their legacy. Now it's a problem. It's like, show me a coach that's going to win a national championship and then give money back to the school because of the purity of the sports. I just want to, if Hugh Freeze goes to the playoffs and just say Hugh Freeze win a national championship this year, do you think his agent is going to go to Auburn and say, yeah, for the purity of the game, let's take less money. Let's give back $2 million to the university to save the sport.
Jimmy Sexton gonna be like, nah, let me get that. And let me get
that, bro. I need to be paid with the national championship coaches.
And then the thing about it is nobody is sitting here and if you want to get into it deeper, nobody's sitting here talking about the monopoly that Jimmy Sexton has on the sport when it comes to agents, when it comes to representing coaches. Nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jimmy Sexton is not going to be like, let's across the board to, you know what I'm saying, preserve the sanctity of college football and the purity of it. Let's let all of my clients that are football coaches, we're going to give back $3 million a piece for the year. Every coach is going to give back $3 million a year to preserve college football and the purity of it. Nobody's going to do that, man. So, and I get it, man. I understand the frustration because it's frustrating to me. But when I look at it,
I don't get it. I can't.
No, I get it because it's not like with Barkley.
Are you saying on the coach's part? You get it?
No. I'm saying on the thing of just the movement and like the movement, and you're not able to secure talent, man, because they're shopping. That part of it is frustrating, but
I get you. I get you.
As a fan, and I can see as a coach because you don't have commitments and people just shopping around. And then at the end of the season, like he's saying, people line up outside the office. Like Nick Saban said, his people came to him and says, okay, you got 30 people to talk to. So I can get his frustration. Everybody people want to pay raises. They're ready to jump ship on you. But like you say, it's a part of the job now. You know what I'm saying? When coaches were doing it, it wasn't a problem.
It wasn't a problem.
When schools were signing multi-million-dollar contracts, now billion-dollar contracts, no one was talking about the sanctity of the game and the purity of the game. That wasn't nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying?
They were talking about it because the athlete wasn't involved in the discussion.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah. Right. The athlete wasn't going to get a piece of the profit or the revenue that was coming in. Right. It was literally just an agreement between the coach for his staff and the school. That's really what it was. But now you have to involve literally almost 65 to 70 more players into this conversation. And now it just shrinks that number down a lot. So I look at it and I just be like, man, stop crying, bro. Stop wanting to do a job, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. That's just how I see it. From the outside looking in. I'm just looking at it like, man, I think y'all like the whole money thing. It was just getting too much for me and all type of stuff like that. I was going to leave and do what? Leave and do what, sir? You are getting paid handsomely to deal with this.
You can leave and retire because you getting paid handsomely. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
You are getting paid handsomely to deal with this. So you gonna sit here and like let's not make this into a societal issue thing.
Yeah.
Where you are literally getting paid millions of dollars to figure out how to spend millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And you want me to sit here and sympathize with you? Stop it, bro. Yeah, man. Stop it, man.
Yeah, like I said, with the SEC coaches, man, and it is what it is, man. I can't do it. Ant Robinson, what's up, Ant? How you doing, man? How you doing, Ant? Auburn Dad for Life, what's up? The Huggy is in the house, man. The Rooster Mac, what's up? He said, what's up, DC? Auburn Dad for Life say, what's up, DC? And Nick, C Hall is in the house. Huggy,
what's up?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody speaking to everybody because we are what? An Auburn family.
Yes, sir.
Ant Robinson, paying to play, been going on, just not for everyone. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. It's a part of the table.
Huggy say the coach is definitely hating, no doubt. Pay for play was happening a lot back in the Bear days. Yeah, for sure, man. For
Yeah,
sure.
but see, the thing about that is though, it was only a select few players. It wasn't like now you have a roster, a payroll that you got to actually pay everybody with. So I mean, and then you got star players coming in saying, "Look, man, I've done this much. I think my value is this." So now you got to have the conversation. And the other part about it too is I think it's a little bit of ego when you got grown men and that's in college sports looking at an 18, 19, 20-year-old coming in saying, "Yo, this is my value."
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, he got a point. He got a point. You want to know why he got a point? Because guess what? Everybody coming to see him play. They ain't coming to see you, coach.
It's the market. It's like the market is dictating this, man.
Yes.
The market is, you can't be mad at this man because the market is, you know what I'm saying, is dictating that he get paid more than offensive coordinator. This is the market is dictating it.
It happens in the NFL. It happens in the NFL. Like, come
NBA.
on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Let's stop it, man.
Auburn Dad for Life says frustrating because my beloved college football turned into minor league. I get it, man. I get the frustration. You know what I'm saying? I really do, man. Aunt Robinson says, I feel like everyone should have a set cap. 75K in the next year doing negotiation, you can go up. It's already past that. You know what I'm saying?
If the NCAA
that's antitrust. That's antitrust.
That's very true. It's an antitrust
because you don't have a collective bargaining agreement. It's antitrust
violation. But see, this all could have been avoided if back in 2010, 2011, if the NCAA would have stepped in and been like, all right, we can pay these guys something. We can pay them something that it doesn't look like these guys are getting paid millions of dollars. It's just something to where, like, all right, what is the average somebody that makes in this state? Like, what is the average income? 60,000. Okay, let's pay them 60,000 to play football, to play football here, something like that. But now you look at the numbers, you hear the numbers of what these guys are getting from these collectives, and you like, man, like that is a lot for a 18, 19-year-old to be getting. You know what I'm saying? But then you think about it, you look at it like you look at other fields like guys, people that were child stars, and they was getting paid that or more.
Yes.
So I mean, is it a lot? I mean, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not.
Just
I agree.
I mean, I just like I said, I just feel like it's a bunch of egos, and it's a bunch of seasoned people that feel like that just because these young guys are coming in and demanding. Well, it's not them demanding. It's the fact that you are actually out trying to pursue them to come put on your team. So you're creating a market for them. You're creating an artificial market for them.
Right.
Yes. That's what you're doing.
Right.
Because you have Ohio State, you have Georgia, you have Alabama, you have Colorado, you have Texas, you have Tennessee, you have Clemson, you have Miami, you have Florida State, you have Auburn, you have all of these name schools, top brand schools, going out trying to grab the services of this one person to come play football for your university. So guess what you just did? You created an artificial market for that player.
Yeah.
So guess what? If I'm the player, I'm taking advantage of it, and I'm trying to drive the number up to a number to where I know it matches what I say I can produce for that school. Yeah. So it ain't their fault.
Yeah, you can, market value. You know what I'm saying? I'm going after my market value. I have zero issues with players getting paid their market value, but there needs to be contracts and there needs to be real agents with credentials.
The last part I agree with. Like these, I don't
have a problem. Yeah, you need contracts too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not right. I don't think it's right how open it is for a player to go to another school, get their NIL money, and then leave before they play. Even though it's not pay for play, but I'm paying you this NIL money for you to be on Auburn and to sign Auburn autographs. Why do I want to pay you NIL if you're going to go back to Alabama? I don't want you signing Alabama autographs. I mean, you're no use for me if I pay you this NIL money because you're an Auburn player. So I get that. Yes, you need contracts. Ajo saying, don't blame the player, blame the game. Wow. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yes. It's not the athlete's fault. It's the fault of the NCAA for having zero guardrails. I agree. At Robinson, I was about to say the way that center started. What do you know about?
Huh? I know about what? I'm low key. I'm confused. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Talk to us.
Please let us know, and because I'm
clarify. Let's be honest.
Getting
real man has helped Auburn so much more than anyone expected in the way of college football has gone. You're right, because they're already preparing for the revenue sharing. It's not really a salary cap yet, because they're saying each SEC team will probably get to pay between $20 and $22 million per year for athletes. So Wilmer Redmond and Hugh Freeze, they have already gone to the NFL, which is great. Hugh Freeze said they've already gone to the NFL to study their model, so they'll know what percentage to give to each player. Like he gave an example, they might give 18% of the salary to the running backs, 41% to defensive line. So they're already getting their allocation. So, man, that's awesome, man. Yeah, Will Redmond is the asset. Created a storm that backfired. Yeah,
they did. That is true. That is true.
Him and the dude from Georgia. Yeah, man. Yeah. Kirby Smart complaining, bro. I do hate Barkley said the quiet part out loud wasn't a good move. Least illegal part. Yeah, that was crazy.
I don't mind Tar Barkley saying what he said out loud.
Yeah.
I don't mind him saying. Sometimes you just got to put it out there. I'm just gonna be real with it.
Barkley said, man, I done gave money illegally and legally. What's up, King Richard? What's going on, man? We here talk about NIL, man. Well, as y'all know, old Huggy is a super fly player from 205 with a pimp savvy gleam in my eye. So I'm all for getting paid as much as you can, whether anybody thinks you deserve it or not. Hey. What is it? He said he got a pimp savvy gleam. Okay.
Shout out to that, man.
Bubba says facts. The NCAA had the opportunity to avoid this over a decade ago. Too many bow ties and loafers were too greedy to give the people doing their work. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they could have at least stemmed this tide, man. Because they went to the Supreme Court and they just busted open and said, okay, you can't have any restraints. Where they could have had restraints, where they could have paid them. Steve Spurrier tried to pay him a long time ago. I remember when he was in South Carolina. Dude was just like, I'll take my salary. He said, I'll give, I think it was like $200,000. And he said, let me distribute like $200,000 among the player. I'll pay him. They wouldn't let him do it, dude.
Yeah, because the NCAA was greedy, man. That's what it was, man. They didn't want they literally found the perfect system to where they can use the term amateurism and make all this money on the back end, almost like money laundering in a sense. Make all this money up front on the back end and not have to pay the actual workers that actually go out there and play the game. But you play middle management, which is the coaches, and then the schools get a nice piece of the pot to go along with the conferences, man. So basically they X'd out a whole sector of the whole ecosystem of how it's supposed to go. And now the players are like, the athletes are like, man, nah, man, it ain't right. Let's make it happen. We gotta fix this.
King Richard says, shout out to the men's USA hockey team, won gold in the World Championship against Switzerland, 1-0. Overtime, first time since 1933. Shout out to them.
Shout out to the men's hockey team, man.
Man, shout out to all the veterans, man. We got Memorial Day coming up, man. Everybody who made it possible for us to be in this place, man. We want to just say, man, thank you. Great appreciation to you guys, to the men in uniform, man. Aunt Robinson said it's the movie Blow.
Oh, the movie Blow. Okay, all right, okay.
How you started the sentence. Yeah, okay, cool. Travell said coaches are upset because this has never happened. They were upset when they first freed the slaves.
He ain't lying. We
had an argument over this.
Tell the truth. Say it out loud, Travell.
I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna go on, man. That's bro. College football can't even be named in the same universe with slavery, bro.
It can't be.
It can't. It's bro. You cannot put that in the same sentence. You can't put it in the same sentence. You can't put it on the same avenue, city. You can't put it in the same universe, man. These dudes were getting free education, free meals, free clothing, free healthcare, free meals. I'm talking about college football.
Slaves were getting somewhere to sleep and somewhere to eat and stuff like that. I mean, like, come on,
bro. Are you y'all really serious right now?
Yeah, that was supposed to be free too. But come on now, let's just be real. Let's be real now. Let's be real.
I'm gonna move on from this right here. me and my homeboy, I was like, bro, don't you dare name a college athlete who's getting $100,000 education where slaves weren't even they couldn't learn.
They weren't getting none. You right.
They would not afford it, bro. They would get lynched if they were learned. And let me not say that word.
Not learned.
Y'all got me twisted on this one. I'm serious, bro. That analogy just chaps me, bro. I'm serious. Because it's not
really grinds my gears.
All that, bro. It's not even in the same universe, dog. You talking about somebody getting a free education, meals, tuition, healthcare. You getting a free NFL interview when you play on Saturdays. You getting a free interview to get paid millions, even if you weren't getting paid a salary. And I agree they should get paid a salary, bro. It's not comparable to slavery.
I agree. I was just trying to give you the.
I got you, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
I
digress. I apologize.
No, I agree. I agree everything you said, but that's the argument that you would get from some people. But no, the slaves was getting free food and free. No, they wasn't.
Yeah.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, y'all got the wolf coming out, man. Got the wolfing, man. Let me go back to Auburn sports, man.
Man, Travell. This all started because of Travell.
Yeah,
this started because of Travell.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Great, the king commentary, bro. He bring it, bro. Shouts out Travell, man. I love it, man. He bring it. PhD, DC, and Nick saying hello.
What up, PhD?
It has been a long while for various reasons. Staying away from the NIL conversation, but I still pay attention to what people are saying. Okay, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, PhD.
Shout out to PhD. What's up?
Man, I'm trying to get it together, man. Nick, catch us up, bro. I got to get my mind right, bro. I'm gone, bro.
Shout out to Ant. Ant said nobody else given to the football team outside of Yellow Fella and big agribusiness owner. Now all we need is for Honor to show out.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, if you want to say Harbaugh and the Warsaw family, I can't pronounce their last name for nothing in the world. If you want to say that's donating to the football program because they did put a healthy donation into that standalone football facility, I mean, I'm just saying that's part of it too. Vandy Chris, shout out to Vandy Chris, everybody, man. Vanderbilt's very own. Shout out to my Vandy boys, and then they called us champions. Okay,
that's what. Hey, Vandy Chris be like beating his chest recently, man.
We're talking about baseball.
y'all check out Vandy Chris, man.
Check out the Go to Broom podcast over there, man. 21. Can you do something for me, Mr. Ed Darby in the chat? What up, man?
What's up, Ed? What's going on?
Ant said Durkin for head coach if we flop this year.
Yeah.
Yes. Nothing else need to be said.
All right.
Travell said there was a time when coaches didn't get paid either.
Yeah.
Yeah, because okay. All right. We can go into history about all this stuff. But who got paid first, the coaches or the players? But who's doing most of the work? I'm just saying. That's it. Learned. I love it, my guy. Shout out to Vandy Chris.
Yeah, man.
Ed Darby said, not twisted. Okay. Keith Sweat went back to the 90s, DC. Not twisted.
That got me twisted.
Not twisted. Here we go again. Travell said, I wasn't comparing slavery to college football, but when it first happened, the people were over. Wait, what?
We're not happy.
The people who were over. Oh, okay.
Okay. I got you. I understand.
Okay, I get what. Okay,
I got what he's saying. He was just saying that people weren't happy when that happened. I got it.
I guess.
I got it. All right, man. Moving on, bro. Y'all done got DC turned up today. And y'all about to really get me turned up because of this, Nick. This is the next stage. I'm about to really get turned up on. I'm about to really get turned up on this one, man.
This is hilarious.
This is Auburn coach Jay Jacobs, and I want to know where you stand on this. I want to know where everybody.
Wait. Is this the same Jay Jacobs who was the athletic director?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Then he went to Florida. Now he's supposed to be back at Auburn. doing a podcast or something like that?
Yeah, I know he does it on 247. That's 24. I think he does.
Okay,
Something
Jay
on
Jacobs. I just want to make sure we got it right.
I
Just
think
make sure we got it right.
247. He says, "I've always believed in tradition. Don't mess with the uniform."
Hold up, before you go into that.
What's up?
When somebody says I've always believed in traditions, it doesn't start good.
Yeah.
Shout out to shout out to Tiz. Tiz was on the show about 2-3 weeks ago. And he gave us a quote of the day.
Okay.
And his quote was, "Traditions is just dead people's approval."
Wow. Okay.
Or validation.
Wow.
It was either tradition is just dead people's validation, or tradition is just pressure from dead people, or something he said.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that's interesting.
That's interesting, man. He says, "I've always believed in tradition. Don't mess with the uniform. You should be able to turn on the TV, see the jersey, and instantly know it's Auburn." JJ.
Well, I tell you this, every time I turn the TV on and I see Oregon, I'll be like, that's Oregon.
That's Oregon. Now, and bro, y'all already know, bro. I'm with the alternates. I'm with the alternate uniform. We're going to Nike this year. What I want to know, man, are you a purist where you like, man, don't mess with the uniform? Like, even, bro, I would love to see that Auburn blue helmet, man.
That would be dope.
You telling me if I turned on the TV, I wouldn't know that was Auburn if I saw that blue helmet?
I put it like this, bro. I put it like this. I would consider myself a semi-traditionalist.
Okay.
I mean, because there are some things that I look at and I just be like, yeah, that shouldn't change. Like, there are some things that I just be like, it's it's synonymous with certain things, like Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls, Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, or Kobe and the Lakers. Like, that just shouldn't change.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Marshall Faulk in the St. Louis Rams. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Raiders should still be in Oakland. Like, they shouldn't be in Las Vegas. But when it comes to things like the uniform, in my personal opinion, I understand where he's coming from with it, but I would like to see a little variation.
In
the jersey. I would like to see an orange jersey.
Yeah, for sure.
I like to see an orange jersey.
And that's tradition. They wore on. They actually, it's not like Oregon where we breaking out a pink and black jersey. I get that. Yeah. You might not want them to break out with a pink and black, something that's not color oriented, man. As long as it's color oriented with Auburn, and I'll go even traditional to the point where it's just like the Auburn helmet, like the blue one, has the same color scheme.
Yeah,
if you wear the blue pants like they wear in practice, it has the same color scheme. If you that will go with the blue jersey and a blue helmet. I'm not saying go something like Oregon did or Maryland, where you just got these off the cuff uniforms. I agree with the recognition. I can go with that, but just being like, don't touch it. Like, bro, it was and I don't know how true this is, man, but it was just allegedly that they were saying that when Auburn went to the national championship against Oregon, Under Armour was trying to get them to separate the stripes on their pants. Which, man, that irks me, because the stripe is separated on the helmet. If you see on the helmet, it's separated. But on the pants, the color scheme is together. It should be separated to match the helmet. These dudes like, bro, don't touch it. It's like, bro, your pants don't match your hat. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, bro, it's just color coordination. Your pants don't match your hat, bro. We need to separate these stripes on the pants to make it match the helmet. Like, I don't know how true that was, but I'm like, bro, if they that, like, it is what it is.
I'm with you. I feel you.
Vandy Chris says, why would you want Durkin as a head coach? What has he done to be considered for a flashy head coaching job in the SEC?
Purely for just uniformity and continuity,
right?
Especially when it comes to recruiting, because the recruiting on the defensive side has been very, very well put together. Like, the defense, and people around Auburn know this, it's night and day from the defensive side of the ball to the offensive side of the ball, and just the structure of it. And you hear people talk about that, and you hear people write about it all the time. If he can come in and do that, and then just go out and make a flashy hire at the offensive coordinator position, I think Auburn would be fine.
Huggy says righteously, bro, don't get me started on baseball. Vandy Chris says he agrees with Jay Jacobs. When I turn on the TV, I want to know that it's Tennessee playing. I don't want to have to guess who the team is in black. Why? You know, Vandy, when you turn on them. Yeah, but Vandy has
alternate black uniforms. Yeah, they got an alternate black uniform.
Vandy has alternate uniforms, man. But it's like they had a uniform with the anchor. They put the anchor and the chain on their helmet. You know what I'm saying? So if you look, Vandy has changed their uniforms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have changed that. That's not the traditional Vandy uniforms you see. If you look at it, those are alternate uniforms from their traditional uniforms. So when you turn on the TV, you know it's Vandy, but they have changed their uniforms.
Yeah, so, I mean, as it pertains to Auburn, I would just love to see a burnt orange jersey. That's just being real.
Yeah, ain't nobody asking for you to like just overhaul the whole look. We're just like, bro, give us a variation, man. Like you say, you know, and people say on like homecoming, man, give me a burnt orange jersey, man. Just something different. They like, bro, I remember when they gave us the burnt orange face mask, they were like, oh my God, this is
a different story. And the white face mask, and they had the white face mask too. I remember the white face mask.
Yeah.
I think they called them the stormtrooper uniforms.
Yeah.
All white.
Yeah. Which is clean, man. In the burnt orange face mask, that's tradition. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And burnt orange uniforms are tradition. Man, he ruined us. He's the reason why we left Nike and Gus. Got the $1 billion buyout. Yeah.
Oh man, I hate for Jay Jacobs. And Jay Jacobs went to Auburn and played at Auburn. Shut up.
Yeah, man. He said orange jersey or the baby blue everyone been wearing. But what's crazy? Yeah, the baby blue baseball jersey. I was like, okay, man, this is something new. When I look back, bro, they wore baby blue with Bo Jackson, bro.
They did.
So it's just like that's tradition for Auburn, bro. If you break out a baby blue Auburn football uniforms, bro, people will literally pass out in the stands. It's like all other sports wear alternate uniforms except football.
I'm just curious to know when did this start? Like when did all this uniform tradition stuff start? Because when I go back and look at some stuff, I look at some of the uniforms in the day, and I can look at it and be like, yeah, these like this had to have started like in the 2000s.
Yeah, man. You're right.
Yeah, if you look, this same concept of uniform that we've been seeing, the blue with the white top, with the white tops, the blue tops, and the same color bottoms. Like this just had to have just started, because I know when they was with Russell had some, it was. The base was similar, but there was a little bit of variation in the numbers and stuff like that. And I was just like, okay, son, I don't know, man.
They had I remember they had the drop shadow numbers at
yes. I remember that.
Yeah, but I don't, I think, man, maybe Oregon went so extreme with it that people start panicking. You know what I'm saying? And it became popular. So
I never forget in high school when we got all black uniforms. Man, we were so hyped. We went and won a game that week.
But yeah, man. What did Deion Sanders said when they had the special? He said, man, if you look good, bro, you feel good, you sell good. You know what I'm saying?
You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good, and if they pay good, you live good. That's what it is. Shout out to prime time.
Yes, sir, man. He said Durkin shouldn't ever be a head coach again, purely on moral reasons, let alone his ineptitude as a head coach at Maryland. Okay. Uniforms should be team colors, not colors that not there like grays, blacks, and powder blue. When you navy blue, but we just said Auburn. That was crazy. Auburn rock powder blue uniforms back in the day in baseball. Yeah, so they rock that as their color. That's what was wild. I haven't seen a rock black uniform. So, Vandy Chris Durkin wasn't bad in Maryland, and obviously, GT a lot of love there. And what I heard, everyone loves him.
Apparently, do, because he got a lot of people coming from Maryland to Auburn, and that's Durkin.
Northside Eagles, Warner Robinson in Georgia. Google the football team, Auburn colors, white and field blue shirt.
Hey, Ed, is that Josh Niblett's team? The Northside, is that Josh Niblett's team in Warner Robins? I think that's Josh Niblett. Josh Niblett was the guy. He was at Hoover at one point in time. I want to say he's the head coach at that school in Warner Robins, Northside. I want to say it's the same school. My bad.
Okay. Huggy says A should have the flash uniforms of football between tiger stripe, paw print, etc. The helmet, stripe, war eagle, and great colors too. I will admit I've always wished they use a powder blue instead. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. If they go to orange behind numbers on jersey, it would be bad. Yeah. Here go my man, Faith and Freeze.
Oh my god,
I love it.
Real is trolling y'all with that, bro.
Is he trolling? Okay.
Yeah, y'all with that, man.
He said that wouldn't be bad. Travell Fitzpatrick, if we miss a bowl game this season, DC should make Faith and Freeze t-shirts.
Bro, y'all don't know, bro. With this Faith and Freeze, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Travell, we'll talk about it, man, in the chat. We'll talk about that in the chat, man. Me and Travell, we might do something. Having an alternate isn't the same as changing the uniform, though. Tennessee wears all black 2-3 times a year. If you wear a special uniform once a year, I'm fine with that. Stormtroopers are legit. Yeah, I agree. We all say, I think, yeah, we agree on that. I don't care what anybody says. Powder blue is the best uniform color, man. That's powder blue.
So that means you like. So okay. So it's Ole Miss powder blue, or is Ole Miss
powder blue? They have powder blue.
It's powder blue. Okay.
They have powder blue to go with their uniforms. I just want a retro helmet with the old AU logo tiger. The one, the tiger wearing a hat. Yeah, that would be.
That would be dope. That would be dope.
That would
be dope.
He said, "Y'all hit a like around the joint, please." Yeah, y'all, man, hit the likes, man. Like 5 the like button. Yeah, man, go to Nick channel, man. Oh, Water Cooler Talk podcast, Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Check it, man. Go check out Nick them, man. They on more than I'm on, man. With the Auburn stuff. Nick must have faith in Freeze. He got us going 10-2, and I hope he right. Me too.
I have faith in the talent.
Woo! Okay.
I have faith in the talent.
Speaking of talent. Let's go to the running back room, man. Let's get everybody in. Who we got, Nick?
Yeah, man. Damari Austin, who everybody feels is going to be the guy. Going to be the one that totes the rock the most. Then behind him, you have Jeremiah Cobb, who I think, in my personal opinion, is probably the best back in the room. But, people may disagree with me there. But, hey, I'm rocking with it. Alvin Henderson himself, Mr. 10,000 yards, coming in, doing his thing. And then the guy that probably has the most experience out of everybody in this room is Darrell Robinson, who should be on campus now.
Yeah,
he was in the spring. Coming from UConn. And then, of course, Omar Mapson, who reclassifies for the class of 2025 and will be on campus this summer from Auburn High School, man. So this running back room looks, I mean, a lot of people feel like it's a running back by committee type situation. I just feel like one of those top two guys, and you throw in Darrell Robinson in that thing, one of them gonna take over and end up being the guy.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Damari Austin, man. I think
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think it's gonna end up being between Damari Austin and Darrell Robinson.
Okay.
In my personal opinion, even though I think Jeremiah Cobb should definitely be the guy. But I think people gonna look at him and say his size is probably gonna knock him out of that. But I don't care. I think Jeremiah Cobb should be there. But I think it's gonna be between Damari Austin and Darrell Robinson.
Okay.
Just because Darrell Robinson is you can literally make the argument that Darrell Robinson is the most experienced back in this room, and he hasn't even played it down for Auburn. At all. So
he put in work at UConn, man. He did. Yeah, he did. He put in work at UConn. Vandy Chris says we need an Auburn lid with the tiger that is on your screen right now. LOL. That tiger looked too cute, man. Nibbler went to Georgia Gainesville High School, Nick.
Oh, okay. All right, Gainesville High School. Okay.
Mr. 21 is in the house. Ed Darby.
Shout out to
Pat
Ed.
Nick's dad school had Auburn colors. Okay. I'm trying to get him to do it, Bubba. That is why I keep posting. Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the deal because it was your idea, man. We'll talk about some kind of deal on it. Those are some really small running backs, 5'9". Come on, man. That is a bowling ball running back. But what I noticed too, and I noticed the same thing, man, is that, man, all of the running backs are in that 202 range, man. When do we get a running back, man, in the 225, 230, man? It's like that doesn't happen anymore, or what?
Nah, it's the way recruiting going. Like a lot of those 225 running backs. So a lot of those 225 running backs are now being recruited as linebackers.
Okay.
That's just what it is. Okay. Like a lot of those guys are now being recruited as linebackers. and a lot of the guys that would have been and things stuff like that. So I'm just saying, I mean, you look at, like, I give you a good example, like Ben Tate. Like if Ben Tate was in this era of football now, they would probably try to recruit him as a linebacker.
I got you. That makes sense.
They would probably try to recruit him as a linebacker.
I got you.
Just because of his size and how big he is. But the thing is, I don't think just because of the way the offenses are now, offenses are smaller, trying to get into space faster and quicker, and you don't have a lot of guys that are just 6 foot, 225 pounds that can run 4.4s and 4.3s. So if you got that, you got a superstar athlete. You got a Captain America on your team that you need to figure out how to get the ball to his hands all the time. So I'm gonna ask you this question. In the era now, do you think Bo Jackson would have been recruited as a running back or a linebacker?
No, linebacker. Yeah.
I'm just saying, just because
they would have tried to turn him into a linebacker. Absolutely, man. Just like, and shouts out to Derek Smith, Omar Mapson, Kale Ellis, Jacoby Ward. They'll be on campus soon, man. Just like Derek Smith, man. A lot of teams recruited him as a safety.
Yeah. Which
this guy's dynamic, man.
Be real with you. I think before it's over, I think that's where he may end up.
Yeah. Eric Winters, and think about Eric Winters played quarterback in high school.
But his size, he wasn't gonna be a quarterback at the next level.
I'm just saying. So they're trying to get those athletes, those guys that can run on the defensive side of the ball, man. So I think, man, they would definitely try to recruit Bo Jackson as a linebacker.
Yeah, I think Derek Smith gonna end up on the defensive side of the ball when it's all said and done, anyway.
Yeah, like you remember the story with Carlos Dansby?
Wasn't he a quarterback or something?
He was a wide receiver.
That's what it was. Yeah.
And he was going to go to Alabama, but he was like, man, they won't let me play wide receiver. And he was like, that's the reason. He was like, that's the reason I went to Auburn, because they said they was going to let me play wide receiver. And they was like, well, what did you play? He was like, linebacker.
Look at that Auburn play linebacker, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is
had a long career in the NFL too, man. You know what I'm saying? So
he did. Shout out to Carlos.
Yeah. Huggy says burnt orange and powder blue is so smooth. The Mad Tiger logo and the 80s A with the tiger and eagle jumping flying through the middle are my favorite AU logos. The tiger A should be on the helmet. I agree, man. I agree. The eagle flying through the A and all that. That's the retros are phenomenal. Jeremiah just haven't put it together with his vision. I think he have a role. I'm shocked he didn't hit the portal. Yeah. So it's just like, and that's kind of my eyes are popped too, because they have 5 running backs on this roster and none of them are seniors. Well, is DeMario senior?
Yeah.
DeMario? Okay, so you have 1 senior. So, bro, it's like if you recruit a running back in this class, you're back at 5 again. Are you gonna carry 5 running backs in this day of age of NIL? Because Hugh Freeze is just kind of like pondering if they're gonna carry more than 3 quarterbacks.
And you gotta look at it too. You gotta look at it. Alvin Henderson, Omar Mapson. Alvin Henderson and Darrell Robinson are the same, because they both gonna be my bad. Darrell Robinson is a sophomore. Alvin Henderson will be a freshman, and Omar Mapson will be a freshman. So you're gonna have 2 guys in this class that you literally gonna be looking at. So basically, if Jeremiah Cobb stayed the next year, he should be the guy. It's gonna be between him and Darrell Robinson.
Yeah. And that's not even counting if you recruit a running back in this class. Do you recruit a running back in this class?
They looking at Derek Cooper, man. They looking at Cooper.
Wow, that's, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep an eye on that one, man.
4-star guy. They looking at Cooper.
He said Robinson can't get up to 220 before the season. Yeah, I agree. No, I was just saying that would we ever recruit one? You know what I'm saying? That size. Just seems to me you don't have a guy that is just going to truck someone and go get a first down and move the power. I agree. I think Mari Austin is a powerful guy though, man. He was like, can't Jesus spell check? Okay, gotcha. Ed Darby says, looking at the schedule, who has the coaching edge for each game? Comments moving on me. What should Auburn's record be? Just saying coaching, full team 8-4, just talent 10-2, just coaching. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, if you're looking at coaching, if you're looking at coaching, you can make the case if it was coach versus coach,
Mm-hmm.
you potentially would potentially put you would put Oklahoma in that. You would put Texas A&M in there. You would put Georgia in there, and you would probably put Vanderbilt in there as well too, just because of what what Jerry Kill and Tim Beck has done there. And out of respect, you would have to put you would have to put Caleb DeBoer in Alabama in there as well too, just when it comes to coaching. So that's 5 games that would be toss up. If you're looking at talent on this roster, out of Auburn's schedule, the only team that I would say that is probably more talented than Auburn in this upcoming roster. Well, I won't even say I can't even say a team that's more talented than Auburn on their not the roster on their schedule. I can't even say there's a team that's more talented than Auburn on the schedule. When you look at the teams that's comparable to talent wise, and you look at positions that's coming back at key positions like quarterback and stuff like that, I would put Oklahoma there. I would put Texas A&M there. I would put Alabama there. And I would put Baylor there as well too. Yeah, so that's 4 games, but I would still pick Auburn in 3 of those 4 games to win. I don't think Auburn can beat Oklahoma on the road. I'm just gonna be real. But when you put both of them together, coaching and talent, yeah, I think Auburn potentially could be a 10-2 team.
Okay, so you different with Ed Darby, because Ed is saying the team and the coaching, and Ed, correct me if I'm wrong, because this is what I think he's saying. Team plus coaching ability, talent plus coaching ability equals 8-4. If just talent alone is a 10-2 team.
Yeah,
he's saying now he's asking just coaching, because Ed is saying that the coaching is pulling us down 2 games.
Oh, if it's just coaching, yeah, you take those 5 that I mentioned earlier. Auburn a 7-5 team.
Just coaching. Okay.
Just coaching. Auburn probably a 7-5 team. But the thing is, I mean, because you look at what Dave Aranda's doing. Dave Aranda's going to be on the defensive side. And ladies and gentlemen, go check out Water Cooler Talk Sports. We have went through every single game of Auburn's 2025 roster, and we've broken down each game from Baylor to Ball State to South Alabama to Oklahoma to Texas A&M, Georgia, Missouri, Arkansas, Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Mercer, and we're doing Alabama on Tuesday because we're not doing a show tomorrow. So we've broken down every single game on Auburn's 2025 roster. We've looked at the defense, the offense. We looked at the recruiting classes, what they have coming in, what they have coming, transfers in, transfers out, what their philosophies are on offense and defense. We looked at key players and everything like that. So go check out all those videos. When you look at Baylor, you look at Dave Aranda. Dave Aranda is going to be more involved on the defense this year. He's not going to be a CEO type coach. And we know what Dave Aranda could do when he has a defense. He did it at LSU as well. When you go to Oklahoma, Brent Venables is not going to be the CEO head type coach. He's actually calling plays this year. And the reason why I feel he's going to be the X factor in that game for the simple fact because he's going to be calling plays. He's going to be calling his defense this year. And I put Brent Venables in the same vein as a Nick Saban and a Kirby Smart, because those are the type of guys that are able to take away what you do best and then game plan basically what you potentially could do after that and take it away from you. When you look at Georgia, I don't think Georgia's. I'm be real. I don't think Georgia's a talented team this year. I'm just gonna be real with you. I think the offensive line is gonna be new. Quarterback is gonna be somebody they're gonna be bringing in a quarterback. The linebacker core should be pretty decent. Don't know what they're gonna have on the front 4 on the defensive line. The back half of the defense, you have KJ Bolden there. Who's going to be back there? Julian Humphrey, who was one of their starting quarterbacks, has now transferred to Texas A&M. He's on Texas A&M squad, and things and stuff there. So I'm not sold on Georgia this year at all. Nowhere near sold on Georgia.
Yeah, I don't think they're. I just think they're not experienced.
No, I don't think they're going to be good.
I don't think they'll be a normal Georgia team.
I think Georgia's probably an 8-4, maybe 9-3 team, and that's bad by Georgia standards.
Sure.
And we still talk about they're not going to be good. But then when you get to Texas A&M, Mike Elko. Mike Elko is not going to be calling plays, but he's going to be involved in the defensive side of the ball. But I still think Auburn could potentially come out with a win there at Kyle Field. Then you look at we talked about Vanderbilt. We talked about Missouri. We talked about Kentucky with Mark Stoops and what's going on there. We looked at Mercer and things like that. When I look at it, those five games that I mentioned, when you talk about coaching, we talk about just coaching. Baylor, Oklahoma, Texas A&M. You throw Georgia in there because Kirby is the best coach in the league. And then you throw Alabama in there because of Kalen DeBoer and them having Ben Grubbs back. And then you saw what Kane Womack did with the defense there. You throw those 5 games in there. Auburn could, if it's just coaching alone, you have an argument that Auburn could lose those games. Just being real.
And we'll do this in a second. We'll do this in a second. So we're gonna go through and see if you would choose that coach or our coach. We'll do the exercise before we leave. So let's get to this. I'm gonna catch up the comments and then we're gonna rate the players and then we're gonna go and this or that coach. Okay. Terrell says Bo Speed would have been a running back. Okay. He said he was watching Landon Duckworth's tape and their tailback Crowell is another level.
Yeah, Crowell that deal. I got a chance to see him play.
He said DA got to fix his butterfingers. I knew that was gonna come up. I knew that was gonna come up. Now I will say this now in the Arkansas game when he fumbled that ball in the end zone, that was inexcusable. You got to hold the ball high and tight. On some of those other ones, and I know for a running back you can't drop anything, but if you look at the one against Cal, and I think that was Arkansas game, whatever it was when it was raining, those licks he took, man, were like some bone crushing licks, bro. Auburn Dad for life. Yeah, that issue popping up last year was weird. He never had that issue in high school. I agree. But just like I said, if you look at those hits he took, aside from the Arkansas fumble to the end zone, those were some bone crushing licks, bro. I was like, geez, man. I was telling DC that last year, and he wanted to defend. I'm still defending my man. I'm still defending. I'm going to defend tomorrow. I'm going to defend DA, man. I'm a defender, man. I'm still defending him, man. But I got you. He said that is correct, DC.
Okay, so basically he said the coach is bringing it down. I mean, based on what you said, with coaching and team, 84 with just talent.
The coach is bringing the talent.
Got to be. That's not good.
Oh man! All right, let's go right here. Let's do this right quick, Nick, and then we're gonna go on because I want to see if any other coaches would take. Okay, let's go with the ratings for NCAA football. We predict this every year for to players on Auburn teams. This is our prediction. We're predicting the running backs this year, so you're welcome to join in and give your prediction if you would like. Nicholas Frazier. All right. Jeremiah Cobb. Last year, he was rated a 79, man. All right, what do you think his rating is going to be this year?
79.
You don't think he's going to move?
Nah.
Okay. I'm gonna say Jeremiah Cobb, when the game comes out, he'll be rated a 82.
Okay. All right.
I'll give him 82. Alvin. It's a 10,000-yard. Henderson, what will he be rated?
I'm gonna give Alvin Henderson a 76.
Golly, right on time. I was gonna give Alvin a 76 also. With you. This is gonna shock you right here. Bam. Darrell Robinson was a 82 on the game
last year.
Yes. What
that probably goes up. Okay. Based on what he did last year. I'm gonna probably be somewhere around 84. Is what I'm gonna have him at, like 84. I'm going.
Okay. I was gonna say 85. I was gonna say
okay.
85. Okay. All right. Omar Mapson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Omar Mapson the same as Henderson. I'm gonna go 76.
Okay, I'm gonna go 75.
Okay. All right.
75. All right. And Damari Austin. 80. He was 80 on the game last year. For reference, Hunter was a 90.
Yeah, Hunter was a 90. Hunter's a 90. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I'm gonna probably stick with 80 again.
I'm gonna stay
at 80. I'm gonna stay at 85.
I'm gonna go at like 85. I might give him an 86, but I'm gonna go. I think the game will rate him maybe at 85.
I'm gonna stay at 80. I'm gonna stay at 80 with Damari Austin.
All right. Let's talk about this. So let's catch up comments. Okay. No, right here. Best year to beat Georgia and Bama.
Yep.
We agree with that. What worries me this season, Auburn will have to outright beat teams this year. I'm not confident in tight games because won't have the better head coach. I'm thinking 7-5 or 6-6.
With just coaching. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legend has it. Old Huggy does indeed got 5 on it. That's just what they saying.
Okay.
Not all the coaches, just one. Ooh, I wonder which one that is. Damari 82.
The one that wanted to leave.
Huh?
The one that wanted to leave. That's the one you talking about. I'm just telling you, man. That's wild to me. That was wild to me. Bro.
Yeah. Damari Alster, he's Bubba giving Damari 82.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He bumping Damari up 82. I'm giving, what did I say? Damari 85. Darrell, he's giving him an 81. I said 85. Cobb 77. He got Cobb regressing.
Yeah, he got Darrell Robinson to regressing too. He got both.
Yeah, he got Darrell regressing and Cobb regressing.
Yeah.
Ooh, Alvin 73 and Mapson a 70. Wow. Okay. He said Cobb 81.
All right.
Henderson 78.
Okay.
All right, Nick, let's do this right quick and we're gonna skate, bro. Since you brought this up, and well, Ed Darby brought it up and you elaborated on it. Let's do this. Let's go through the schedule right quick. Auburn schedule. Name the coach and say, do you think that coach is better than our coach? Is a better coach?
All right, let me get it going. So let's start with Baylor.
Okay, Baylor.
We just talking head coaches, right? We're not talking
just head coach to head coach. Would you take that head coach to replace our head coach? Let's do it that way.
Right,
Baylor, exchange. Would you exchange that coach for our coach?
So we all know Auburn's head coach is Hugh Freeze.
Yes.
All right. So Baylor, game 1, Dave Aranda.
This is gonna be good.
Dave Aranda, defensive minded coach. He was defense coordinator at LSU one time. Would you take him over Hugh Freeze?
Oh, Dave Aranda. No.
Okay. Yeah,
that's close. That is so close, man. God, that's close. I'm flipping a coin, man. I'll keep Hugh Freeze. Go ahead.
I would, in that situation, I would probably. Man, we can't. Okay, so we can't factor in. We can't factor in coordinators at all. This is just head coach versus head coach.
Well, I mean, you can factor it in because I'm factoring in. We already got DJ Durkin. That's why I'm keeping Hugh Freeze. You see what I'm saying? I'm in my head. I'm factoring that in. So I'm like Dave Aranda. I wouldn't need a Dave Aranda and a DJ Durkin.
In that case, yeah, I'm sticking with Hugh Freeze. I'm sticking with Hugh Freeze.
Okay.
All right. So let's go to Ball State. Mike Urimovich.
Oh, of course, Hugh Freeze. Go ahead. Who you taking?
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I will be real with you, Tom. I will just be real. This might be close. This might be a close one, bro. I mean,
so bad, man. Go ahead.
I put it like this: wherever Urimovich went, he always had a winning season.
Okay.
Whether it was like 8-4, 7-5, he adapted his offense to what it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Hugh Freeze. I'm gonna give it to Hugh Freeze, but not by it ain't like a landslide as people think it is. I'm gonna put it like that, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it.
Yeah, it's just this funny that we're kind of like debating it. That's what's bringing tears to my eyes. That you just like, should I take the Ball State coach? Hugh Freeze is gonna do fine. We got and my man, he said Austin 83. Want to catch that? Head coach who has the edge. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Faith and Freeze. And hey, by the way, what's his email?
Okay. That I don't know.
Man, okay.
What do you say that, man?
I'm taking Freeze in that, man. But I think because of the things we said before, Hugh getting out of the money and stuff like that, man. Because he was saying, man, he was kind of looking at the players like, man, doing this negotiating. Now you got to deal with them on the football field. And he said he told the team, man, and we had this discussion, man. This show could go on forever. But he said he had this discussion. He was like, man, regardless of the money, the best horse gonna win. He said, I control what horse is running. And he was like, regardless of this money stuff, the best horse gonna run. And I'm like, thank you, Hugh Freeze. Maybe it's best you got out of the money deal. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to, believe it if y'all want to.
Okay, right, let's keep going. Let's go.
South Alabama.
Okay.
Major Applewhite.
Oh man, Hugh Freeze, man.
I'm taking Major Applewhite.
You're taking Major Applewhite over Hugh Freeze?
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking Major Applewhite.
Okay.
Major Applewhite, when he was the OC at Texas, them offenses were amazing.
But but Nick Saban got rid of him after 1 year.
Yeah, because he came
Like, hit the road, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I take Major Applewhite, bro. Major Applewhite, he know how to run offense, bro.
Okay.
I'm probably taking Major Applewhite over Hugh Freeze when it comes to offenses.
Okay.
All right, next.
Golly, this ain't
next one, Oklahoma, Brent Venables. See, it's becoming it's what it is. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm taking Brent Venables. I'll probably take Brent Venables in this case, bro.
I'll take Brent Venables. Go ahead, man.
Because look at what Ed said: just head coaching, decision making, and managing the game. I'm taking Brent Venables.
Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah. I can't argue with it.
Texas A&M, Mike Elko.
I'll take Hugh Freeze.
I would probably take Hugh Freeze by the slightest.
Yeah. It ain't, bro. It's not. This is like skin of the teeth marching.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll take Hugh Freeze.
Georgia, Kirby Smart.
It ain't even.
Kirby Smart.
That ain't even a question, man.
All right, Missouri, Eli Drinkwitz. Now, this Hugh Freeze homeboy.
Golly, that's good. Well, you know, Eli was on the staff when they won the national championship.
I'm taking Hugh Freeze because here's the reason why I'm taking Hugh Freeze, because Drinkwitz, and you know what? This one may be a tie, but I probably would give the edge to Hugh Freeze because when Drinkwitz was calling plays and he was trying to be the OC and be the head coach, the offense didn't look good. It wasn't until he went out and he got the OC that's there now, Kirby Moore, who is Kellen Moore's brother. It wasn't until he went out and got him that Missouri's offense actually Missouri started being a 10-win team. It wasn't until 2003. 2003 was when Kirby Moore was hired. They went 10-3. And they went 11-2, and they went 10-3 last year. So it wasn't until he actually gave up the reins of calling plays and just being the overseer, the CEO of the team, that Missouri started winning. So this one is a tie to me. I you know what? I'm gonna say this one's a tie. I don't know who I would go with in this one.
Yeah, I will have to agree. This one, that's I have to go because, man, it's like Drink beat him with the team last year when they came to Auburn. That was Harrison where the dude fumbled the ball. So I will go with Ty on that one.
I will go with Tyler.
I can't believe I'm saying that. But yeah, I go with Ty.
All right, Arkansas, Sam Pittman.
He Freeze.
So you hear Freeze 9 out of 9 times the more we beat.
He Freeze go 9 more games.
I go Sam Pittman there as well too. I mean, not Sam Pittman, I go Hugh Freeze as well. My bad.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Mark Stoops at Kentucky.
I go Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze.
Oh,
who you taking, man?
Man, I would, man. I'd probably go Hugh Freeze in that one as well.
Okay.
Probably go Hugh Freeze.
All right, Ted says Hugh Freeze is Steve McNeil's son. Wow, man. Just head coach. Decision making and managing the game. Head coach to head coach. I'm just gonna keep faith in Freeze. LaHuggy said, What's up, LaHuggy? I got you 8-4. What's up, Felix the Cat? What's up, my man? Sharpshooters Podcast, 46A in the house. If you want some Alabama flavor, go to Sharpshooters Podcast. They're doing it big over there. Go ahead.
He got Freeze over Randa, Freeze over Urimovich, Freeze over Applewhite, which is interesting. Freeze over Venables. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Elko
over Freeze. Okay. Smart over Freeze. Drinkwitz over Freeze.
Okay.
Freeze over Pittman. Freeze over Stoops. Clark Lee is who we at next. Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
You would take who you taking?
I'll take Freeze over Clark.
I'd probably take Hugh Freeze in that one as well too.
Okay.
Because you have to factor in the Jerry Kill and Tim Beck scenario.
Yeah. Now if I had those guys, then I would take Clark.
Exactly. Okay. Then you gotta go Mercer, Mike Jacobs, head coach. I'm taking Freeze. Freeze there. Okay. And then of course, last but not least, Kalen DeBoer, Alabama. and Freeze. I'm gonna have to agree with Bubba on this one. I'm probably a tie there too.
Yeah, I'm taking Freeze. I'm taking Freeze over the board, bro. Yeah,
I'm probably a tie.
You know, way they should have lost 4 games last year with that team, bro.
Just saying.
That was Jesus, man. I got you.
That was interesting.
All right, so the brother, only thing I choose to Freeze for is to get a personality transplant. Bubba, he said Bubba got faith in Freeze. I'm pumping the sunshine.
Man.
Oh, what's up, Eagle, man? All right, Dick, man. This was great, man. I enjoyed it, man.
This is good.
Gotta go take a nap after this one, man. Y'all got me fired up. Nick, where can they find you, man? Where can they find you, Nick?
Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Here in these YouTube streets, man. Go check us out. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. No show tomorrow night. No live show tomorrow night. Enjoy Memorial Day weekend. So we won't have no live show tomorrow. We'll be back Tuesday, and we'll be breaking down the last game of Auburn's schedule, which will be the Iron Bowl, Auburn, Alabama, inside the confines of Jordan-Hare Stadium at Pat Dye Field. So that's where we'll be, man. So check us out there. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. Let's go.
That's what, man. I am DC Wolf. You can find me at Auburn Addicts on all platforms. Auburn with the underscore, the little line, Auburn underscore Addicts on all platforms, and Auburn Addicts-TV on YouTube. Shout out. Yes. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Hit the like button on the way out, man. And Ed Darby. It's a tough exercise because Hugh Freeze lost 2 years at Auburn. Really makes it hard. Because he did coach the last 2 years, just recruited if we are keeping it real. And that's why I say, man, and maybe that's why the recruiting, we're not getting a recruiting buzz like we've been.
Hugh Freeze was calling plays last year, just so y'all know.
Yeah. but he said, but this was, man, I know we going on with this Auburn stuff, but Hugh Freeze said, man, he's spending more time at practice with the quarterbacks. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, because he was calling plays last year too, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, okay. So he's spending more time at practice with the quarterbacks. That's great, man.
It's all about how you market it and put it out to the people.
He said that will be y'all last game for sure.
Sharp. Sharp. Don't be upset when Auburn is hosting.
Yeah.
A playoff game this year.
Yeah. Don't be upset.
Potentially have a first round bye. Don't be upset.
I'm calling Alabama to lose 4 again this year, man.
Just saying.
At least 3. You know what I'm saying? Missed the playoff.
The Sharpshooters Talk. Sharpshooters Podcast.
Yeah.
Sharpshooters Sports Talk is what it is now. Sharpshooters Sports Talk.
Okay, Sharpshooters Sports Talk, man. Okay, that's what's up, man. So we'll see y'all again Wednesday, man, with me and Tight on Iron Bowl debate at 6. And me and Nick will be back. Tell all your friends, family, people, me, mom, everybody. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all next time. War